And you're gonna have to win the Powerball to afford even 45 seconds of Luigi Mangione's attorney's time, okay? Because do you understand, they just saved his life. They earned every penny. They saved his life. The death penalty is off the table thanks to their advocacy. They got 2 charges dismissed from the federal indictment. Let's get into it. The murder charge and the gun charge. So the prosecutors tried to get the death penalty by using the stalking charge, and they said, well, stalking is a violent crime. He was stalking with intent to kill, so that means we can ask for the death penalty. And the defense was like, that's not how any of this works. Yes, obviously stalking is bad. Don't stalk people. Following someone, harassing them, showing up places, blowing up their phone, all of that is illegal, but stalking is not always a violent crime. Sometimes you have a stalker who has never even interacted with you. You can stalk somebody without ever laying a hand on them and without them even knowing you're there. And the law says if you want the death penalty prosecution, well, look, the charge that you're using has to require violence every single time. And stalking doesn't meet that rule because you can stalk someone without being violent. So it doesn't matter if what Luigi allegedly did later was violent. The law is only looking at the stalking charge itself and asking if that charge always requires violence, and the stalking charge fails that test. So the whole death penalty plan fell apart. And when it fell apart, those 2 charges, the murder charge and the gun charge, fell with it. And now his life is spared. Now, Luigi also still took a hit because the book bag and everything in it is coming in. The judge wrapped that up pretty quickly. The judge said, look, Luigi, you might have had a cute little argument when it came to the search incident to arrest, because ain't no way Luigi could have reached through those officers, extended his arm like he was a character in a superhero movie, got to the bag, got the gun out of the bag, and then did something with the weapon. Be serious. The judge said that the officers could search the bag under the officer's safety and inevitable discovery theories. The judge said, look, the officer was going to get into that bag one way or another, child, because they were called there. Luigi matched the description and he had a fake ID. The police thought that they had their guy, but to me it's giving alternative facts, because we all saw and remember how the police were hee-hee and a ha-ha when they first got there. They did not think it was him, which makes sense because why would the killer be in a random McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania? Right. But the judge said that he was a suspect, so the officers could search the bag for safety. They didn't know if this was an isolated incident or part of a bigger scheme, so they could check the bag in case there was something dangerous in there. And in my opinion, that's why the officers suddenly started talking about, oh, well, maybe there's a bomb in there, so she could get into that bag. And the scheme set up by Todd worked, and the judge went for it. The judge is basically saying they didn't arrest him because of the gun in the bag. They were already going to arrest him, and then he just happened to have a gun in the bag that we can now use in the trial. Sure, Jan. So yeah, the evidence is coming in. We kind of already knew that. No judge wants to be responsible for keeping out the evidence in a case like this. I will keep you updated as always.